Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Well, let's go ahead and jump right in, Aquarius, and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's jump in with that first column, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So we're going to pull a quick summary affirmation card. Aquarius, the card says, I feel lost. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there are times in life where I feel like we just don't know exactly where we're going. The nice thing though is if you take a close look at this card, the shell is like being cracked open and the light is shining through. So this will be the guidance you need if you haven't gotten it yet. But I also want to just reiterate, it's okay to not always know the next move and exactly where you're going. I know it doesn't always feel the best, but it's okay to be in that situation sometimes. But let's see, Aquarius, what messages we have underneath that. Let's see what we've got. Okay. First we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like a prince or princess charming usually. This is like knight in shining armor. Typically the Knight of Cups is a love card. This can be very romantic, very proposal-like. So potentially some of you could be feeling a little lost in terms of love. Maybe there was a family, friend, spouse situation that really confused you. Typically though with the King of Cups, this person is very charming. It's really what we want, what we're seeking out. So I do think things will resolve, especially if this sense of feeling is coming from a feeling of this sense of loss, of being lost, is coming from a love perspective. This could be a new relationship coming into, again with that Knight of Cups, it's kind of like coming to sweep you off your feet type energy. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation and a card of abundance. Even though you might not know exactly where you're going right now, you're still creating, you're still leading yourself forward, Aquarius. So I like to see this. It's hard to throw off the Empress. She's just so abundant and so creative. This can also be a card of pregnancy or fertility, so some of you could have found out your family is growing. And at the bottom here we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. Again, you're still working on things even though you may not have a clear direction right now, Aquarius, so I like to see that between the Strength card and the Empress card. The Strength card is also a card of courage with the lion on the card, so continuing to take steps forward, again, even if you may not know what the next step is. So I like this. You haven't stopped progress even though you may not feel like you know exactly where you're going. Let's take a look here though and see what other messages I can give you. The first card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. Again, I do feel like there was something with the relationship that didn't happen the way we wanted it to, and now it's kind of giving you this feeling of being lost. So again, I do think this is love related for many of you. One thing to keep in mind though, the Tower card is a course correction card. It always puts us on the right path and makes sure that we're going where we need to be going. So accept the course correction with the Tower there, and again, know it's taking you to that new path. Even if you feel lost, you're on track here. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a very innocent card. It's like there's something you didn't know that was going on. The Six of Cups can also be like a card of reflection. So kind of looking back to figure out. So again, you may not know exactly where you're going, but you do know where you've been. So you can use that kind of past experience to guide you forward. So again, it's kind of that reflection to create the future. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. Generally speaking, it's just like that it's not a good feeling when when this situation came up with the relationship, or this kind of feeling of not knowing exactly where we're going. I feel like you are maybe having to give yourself a little bit more self-love because perhaps you're not getting that love again from that other person. So that's where these low feelings are sourcing from. But it seems like things are going to course correct here if they haven't already, Aquarius. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the month of March. We have the card, I Will Forgive. Do keep forgiveness top of mind as we go into into the month of March. So just keep that in mind. This could be even forgiving yourself for something. I don't know why that specifically is coming through, but it is. But let's see what I can do here for you. First, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed and action. So I would anticipate March being a pretty quick month for you. Lots happening typically when we see that card, Aquarius. The Eight of Wands can also be finding out information. So finding out something you didn't know before. It's like news arriving, news coming in. The next card that we have is the Ten of Coins or the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of leaving a legacy. This is very long-term energy. Again, you're really future focused, even though you might not know exactly where the future is right now, Aquarius. This is also a card of retirement, so congratulations to those of you that are retiring. You could be switching jobs, so like retiring at a job and moving to a different job. This is also the like lump sums of money or some sort of inheritance perhaps too. So some new money energy coming in. But again, it's more about like you wanting to move forward and you wanting to know where you need to go, what you need to do. At the bottom here, we have the Lover's card. Of course, the Lover's card is a card of love. This is partnership, deep love, strength together. Again, for those of you that the relationship kind of got off the rails in February, this seems to be course correcting. This could be a new relationship for some of you. Also, the Lover's card could be a decision card, so keep that in mind. The Lover could be a decision that needs to be made this month. Potentially that decision to forgive, and I would say even more, forgive a loved one, perhaps. At the top here, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is also a decision card, so there could be a decision again that comes up, and with the Eight of Wands, it's likely going to be a decision that you need to make quickly. I will say if the decision of forgiving or not forgiving comes up, I would recommend you forgive. Obviously, that's what the summary affirmation card is saying here, Aquarius. But like in the moment, it might feel like compromise. Like you might be forgiving, but you're not really fully ready to forgive. So just what I'm seeing there. The next card we have is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords has a lot of different meanings. This could be theft, betrayal, dishonesty, something of that sort. That could have been the situation we saw in February as well. This could be what you're forgiving on. But it's like you do have to move past this to move into these next steps here. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of low feelings. It's that kind of hurt, that kind of heartbreak. But the Three of Swords is also a card of needing to heal. So you do need to forgive. You do need to heal here. And again, it seems like the issue or conflict was with a family, friend, or loved one, just given the cards we've seen so far. Okay, Aquarius, now at this time I'm going to give you, we're going to go into our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to start with this Tips, Tricks card first. It says, remove the word broke from your vocabulary. You are abundant with resources and opportunities to assist in building wealth. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Again, whatever you associate with money. At the top here, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, love to see the Six of Wands. This is some sort of win, some sort of victory, some sort of success, some sort of good news. So really nice energy there with the Six of Wands. Successful working and financial month for you. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. I feel like you're in a really busy period right now, Aquarius, and that's going to settle for you, which is nice to see. So kind of regaining that balance and harmony that you could be lacking in career or finances right now. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a communication card. It's a card about being honest. As things come up in conversations, like if you're asked for your opinion, make sure you provide a genuine opinion. Like if somebody asks you, like, oh, are you bothered by that? Or how's your workload? Do answer honestly. The Queen of Swords, again, is very collaborative and very honest. Let's take a look at our clarifiers now for this column. Up first, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card. This is coming up as like some sort, I don't know, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing is like you were supposed to get help on something and you didn't get the help you needed, Aquarius, but this is still like the light at the end of the tunnel, the success, the recognition, you still got it done. So that's what I'm seeing with the Five of Swords. Again, you were supposed to be given some sort of help or some sort of support, but you didn't get it, but nonetheless with the Six of Swords, you're still succeeding. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card with a lot of different meanings. I want to talk about this fourth cup here in the corner. There could be some sort of bonus or promotion or like some sort of other cash incentive, I think, associated with that success, with that win. So that's like a surprise gift coming in. The Four of Cups can also be a card of feeling of apathy or lack of fulfillment. But the nice thing is this is paired with the Temperance card, so if you're feeling some of those feelings, they should be correcting for you this month. And then at the bottom here, we have the Three of Pentacles. I can't say it enough. These are both collaboration cards. These are communication cards. So again, make sure you're honest, communicative, collaborative, candid, any effective communication word you can think of. Communication seems to be rather important for you this month, Aquarius. Okay, now let's move on to our next column, which is anything related to love. Similar to money, we're going to do a quick love card. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. A message from a loved one to you there, Aquarius. Let's see, though, what messages we have for our love column. See what notes we can give you here. First, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very fast-paced. This is some sort of lifestyle change. So some sort of change is coming to your love life, and it's going to come quickly. Some of you, this could be entering into a relationship. This could be a new friendship. Maybe your work schedule is going to change, and that will change your relationship. But it does seem like there's some sort of change coming to the relationship, and it's going to happen really quickly in March. The next card that we have is the Hangman. The Hangman can be really stagnant, like this is quite literally hanging there by your foot, waiting for something to give, waiting for something to change, waiting to gain information. So it's nice to see that Knight of Swords because it's like it's been stagnant and now it's going to break loose. The Hangman can also be a card of like taking a different perspective, taking a different approach. So this change is going to cause you to do things differently. Oops. And then at the bottom here, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very long-term, very thoughtful. I think in terms of relationships, this is a good move long-term. Again, it's kind of the thing that you needed to break loose. It's the change that you needed here, Aquarius. Let's go ahead, though, and take a look and see what other messages we have. First, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of working hard. There's no doubt you've been working hard for this relationship. Perhaps you've been working too much in general, like work has been kind of out of balance, like personal life and work life. But the Eight of Pentacles is like putting in effort and then reaping the benefits of it. So you've been working hard for this relationship, and again, you're about to see the change that you've been desiring. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. This is an interesting card coming up. I think there could be new boundaries, but boundaries sound so harsh, like a boundary was crossed. But again, it's just like a new dynamic, I think is a better way to say it there, Aquarius. And then at the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is very much so a love card. It's romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage. Some of you could be getting engaged. Some of you could be getting married. This could be a new relationship. Maybe this shift is a new relationship for you. But again, this looks good for love. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides, Aquarius. You have the card, I will encourage. I think there's going to be something this month that you need a little extra encouragement for, so just be aware of that. I will say this is kind of giving off like you will encourage yourself vibes, but let's see what the cards say. Like, I feel like you need to give yourself the little extra nudge, the little extra push this month. First, we have the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. This is a card of being very resourceful. So do make sure that you are putting your resources in the right place. Time, energy, money, words, to make sure you're using your resources correctly. This is also a card of fertility and pregnancy. So again, some of you could be growing your family or entering into a new relationship there. But again, make sure we're using our resources correctly. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. We talked about the Four of Cups a little bit earlier. This is like that feeling of lack of fulfillment or that feeling of apathy. And it's like you need to take some sort of action to get away from this feeling, to push forward away from it. And perhaps that's why the resources are so important. It's like, are you doing the right things to feel fulfilled? At the bottom, we have the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. This is like saying, we need to weigh our options. We need to figure out what direction we want to go. You see the balance beam and the weighing down here. Weighing your options. Make sure you're pushing in the right direction with the Two of Pentacles. It's also like multitasking, so maybe you're doing too many things at once as well here, Aquarius. Let's see, though, what other messages they can provide you. Nice spread of clarifiers. First, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords indicates a fast-paced lifestyle change. So I'm just going to say it. You need to be using your resources differently than you are currently. So something needs to change in terms of time, money, energy, who you're talking to, how much you're sleeping. Again, make sure you're using your resources appropriately. It does seem like some sort of shift needs to happen there. The next card that we have is the Sun card. The Sun card is like one of the best cards in the tarot deck. It's a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. It's a lot of really wonderful things. So there are better feelings coming your way. There is more fulfillment. But again, some change needs to happen to get to that point. And then here at the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is my favorite card in the deck, or one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's good luck, it's good fortune, but it indicates turning point. So again, we're shifting, we're reprioritizing, we're weighing our options here, Aquarius. Okay, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 7 of Clubs. This is number 20 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the King of Hearts. This is number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That one's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. Your crystal this month is Sapphire, which is good for spirituality, wisdom, and really make sure you're in the right place at the right time. And then last but not least, we're going to do a card from our Healing Notes deck. We can all always use more healing. It says, you have the power to heal your life, and you need to know that. Often we think we are helpless, but we are not. We have the power of our minds. Claim and consciously use your power. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and have a wonderful March.